I've been driving by this car almost every time I leave my house. It's just like a block from my house. For months I've been eyeballing this thing, and I finally walked in to see who owns it, and they agreed to let me do a video on it. What we have here is a 1964 Studebaker Avanti. They're really interesting cars. They've got in what I think is a very cool style. I mean, from the side, they're gorgeous. From the back, they're gorgeous. And they've got this weird kind of ugly nose on the front end that, you know, they get kind of beaten up for a bit. But I think the styling is very cool. And this was at a time when Studebaker was in a dire financial situation, and they thought that putting out some kind of a new and exciting vehicle would kind of revitalize the company. And so they put out the Avanti. Unfortunately, it didn't revitalize the company, but we did get a cool car out of the deal. So when Studebaker was designing this car, they really wanted to do something new and different. It was actually in their slogan for the vehicle. They went with kind of an aerodynamic, jet age kind of a thing, and what their slogan was aerodynamically new, aerodramatically different, which I think is kind of cute and catchy, but it's also true. At a time when most of the cars that were being made were steel, this has a fiberglass body. That, and the fact that this was also, I believe, the first American production car to have disc brakes, and that's pretty neat. The aerodynamic styling is super evident whenever you get to the back end of the vehicle here. You see these kind of fins and this back windshield. It really looks like an airplane. I think that's so cool looking. It kind of reminds me of one of the pod racers from Star Wars, though I'm sure in 1964 that wasn't really a design that they were considering. Let's check out the inside of this car. The interior of the Avanti is easily even cooler than the exterior. They took this whole airplane aesthetic to an extreme, and I think it is so awesome. Look at this. The steering wheel has these like fins here that are actually your horn. If you push those, it'll honk the horn, that are very much an airplane aesthetic. The instrument cluster looks like you're inside an airplane. I think they were the first car to put switches up here, just like sitting in an airplane. And check out your controls down here for your heat and air. They look like little wings. They look like the thrust in an airplane again. Some other cool features of this interior, aside from the fact that you have this beautiful lush carpeting and cloth, are the rear seats are raised up so that if you're sitting back there, you can see over the shoulders of the people driving the car or sitting in the front. That is freaking cool, and check this out. In the glove box is a vanity. You pull this out, you've got a mirror and storage. Cup holders, that is freaking cool. Interior of this thing is just, I don't know, man. I wish more modern cars would go with some extreme styling like this. I think it's just wonderful. The terminology of the whole jet era carries on through the entire car. Even the engine was called the Jet Thrust V8. Let's take a peek at that. There was a Paxton supercharger option available, although this vehicle doesn't have that option. It's a bit rusty, a bit old, but hey, it's a 1964. It's not in too bad a shape considering. There you have it. There is the 1964 Studebaker Avanti. That is a cool car. I want to say a special thank you to Taylor from Distinct Detail in Springfield, Missouri. This car is theirs, and they graciously agreed to let me walk around it, crawl around it, and take some pretty video of it. So thanks a lot, guys, at Distinct Detail. If you're in the area and need your high-end car detail, definitely check them out.